Welcome back. So, web services are currently very popular. In this clip, we will look into the predecessors and origins of web services. The original idea behind web service is actually quite old and can be traced back to remote procedure call or remote method invocation as known for object-oriented systems. According to Wikipedia, a remote procedure call is an inter-process communication that allows a computer program to cause a procedure to execute in another address space, commonly on another computer on a shared network, without the programmer explicitly coding the details for this remote interaction. Okay, as you can see, there are some differences. For example, the definition talks about a shared network, which is not true in the case of web services that are on a public open network. Of course, a public open network is a shared network, but in the original context, remote procedure call was used inside firewalls within companies where the companies had a shared network. Another part of the definition said, without the programmer explicitly coding the details for this remote interaction. With web services, there is some requirement to code some details about the remote interaction. However, many of the complexities are hidden behind the libraries. Also, in remote procedure call, the programmer was required to make some explicit coding with respect to the remote calls. For example, catching remote method invocation exceptions that were not required when calling methods on a local computer. Original ideas of remote procedure call date to ARPANET documents from 1980. Sun Microsystem and Xerox had first popular implementation, and Network File System NFS was the first successful application of remote procedure call. NFS, Network File System, is a distributed file system protocol originally developed by Sun Microsystems in 1984, allowing a user on a client computer to access files over a network, much like local storage is accessed. Sun Microsystems was really a revolutionary company, a visionary company that could understand the impact of network. Even their slogan, shown on the figure, "The network is a computer," was visionary, as this statement is more true now than it ever was before. This slide shows other implementation of remote procedure call paradigm. We have Java's remote method invocation. We have SOAP, that was already previously mentioned. We have Gorba, which provides a remote procedure invocation through an intermediate layer called the Object Request Broker. We had Google Web Toolkit, the Microsoft DCOM, and so on. Okay, web services are part of the remote procedure call paradigm. This slide explains why web services are so popular. With remote procedure call paradigm, programmer can easily access resources over the network. This easy access over network comes from the fact that in remote procedure call, all the difficulties of accessing resource over the network are hidden in the protocol layer that one can just simply use without needing to know all the details that happens in the protocol stack. So, web services are the trendiest implementation of remote procedure call paradigm. Next, you should look at this video from YouTube.